You're listening to the March 6th, 2016 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
Hello and welcome to Planet Earth, with your ever-ready medium here to be your go-between. Art thou well?
We know you know. There is no need to ask such a query, as we cannot be unwell.
How blessed are you? One day we humans will get that concept. Looking forward to that one, that's for sure. Okay, a couple of questions following on our current topic, if I may. Someone asked what is so special about planet Earth that we give so much focus to it, upon it, given all other parallel universes, Earths, etc.
Who is to say that you do?
Do what? Give so much focus to it?
Indeed. You feel you give so much focus to it because this is where your current focus is. Yet, maybe the aspect of you that is living in a different life experience, in a different Earth, feels that there is where all the attention lies.
Although there's much talk of this Earth being the centre of attention, and that many other planets and allies living upon them are very keen to see how we humans play the game.
This is so. And although focus is where it is at any given thought, your planet and all who sail her is indeed of the utmost specialty act that has ever yet been performed.
That's a pretty huge statement. So, elaboration on it would be appreciated. I can feel the energy in me about it and wondering how we narrow that down into words.
You are not alone in that wondering, Blossom. We are unsure at what point we should begin such an elaboration. Let us try to first of all simplify, if possible. The most valid reasoning for such an attention is the act of ascension that is taking place. It is not that it is going to, it is that it is taking place. This in itself is a feat never accomplished as an all-encompassing event, involving such a huge cast and such a huge stage. If we describe it for terms of understanding as a production 1,000,000 times bigger than Ben-Hur, you would have some grasp of its magnitude, perhaps. Then take into account the fact that, although many cast and crew and management of said event are totally engaged and on the ball, there are many that are not. There are also many extras that are simply there for the ride and for the free grub.
I have to say, you're really making me laugh today with your way of speaking. I know it's you, yet you've adopted a rather cool side to yourself.
And we are aware this lightens things up on what actually is a rather intensely complicated movie.
So basically, if I may be blasé about it, this Ascension movie is just a major project that was decided upon and now it's being carried out.
Correct.
And yet clearly there's far more going on behind the scenes as to why this project has to take place.
Dearest Blossom, nothing has to take place, and yet everything will. Always and forever, on and on. One magnificent movie, play, short story, poem after another. Yet this one, The Ascension movie, starring the world and her residents, is possibly the craziest idea yet. Therefore, as to its accomplishment, as to can it be achieved is still very much ongoing, and yet we are now more than confident that the final reels are in process. You see, Blossom, the decision to raise consciousness of all was a necessary one and caused excitement as never before. The fall of man, if we may put it that way for your understanding, took an unexpected turn, down pathways that could not have been foreseen. For mankind had never expressed itself in such depth in ways of greed, violence, and indeed insanity, moving away from itself's truth to such a degree that hierarchy felt it best to step in. You are questioning hierarchy?
Yes, only in that we are all one. No one better than another, right?
Nicely stated. And yet, depending on where one's focus may be, it is common for those in the density focus of Earth to perhaps not always carry their full bag of marbles with them. Is this not correct?
Have you hired a comedian today, or what?
You, dear Blossom, allow us that honor.
Please continue. I'm all ears.
So, the divine plan was discussed and infused with the agreement of all whose focus is on the greater good. There are some, of course, that are not ready to give up their lower energy experience yet. To fast forward quite a way, now that the majority of the plan has taken place, and we are all now coming to the Broadway finish, we would put it this way. There is a finale. This finale, this outcome, cannot be tampered with. Let us state that again. This outcome cannot be tampered with.
I can really feel the powerful energy in which that was delivered.
And yet, it is like one of those movies that can have many different endings as to the way in which one chooses to get to that final outcome. Again, Blossom, freedom of choice cannot and will not be taken away. And yet, one must understand that within the freedom of choice, choices will be made to get to that final outcome in many varied scenarios. Many clips being played out, because everyone taking part in the movie agreed to do so, and on the highest level of themselves agreed and very much voted for the final outcome to take place, for the highest good of all. Therefore, when we have spoken to you of our ships presenting themselves in your skies, when we have spoken to you of technologies that clean up all poisons on your planet, when we speak to you of an existence wherein all live in peace and harmony, we are not cajoling you. We are not messing with your minds, as some of you place yourselves to follow that mindset. We know all this will be the happily ever after. We know this, for it is done. And yet, it is through, by, as of, the consciousness of all that shall bring this about. It has to be brought about by all.
Yet some would say that they're more than fed up of waiting for others to get with the program when they themselves have been in it for decades. It doesn't seem a very well thought out part of the journey to have to hang back for those who've chosen to take the snail's bus.
Let us put a question to you. Divinity is all that is divine. This plan is a divine plan. Do you think that divinity itself could overlook something like this? You know, Blossom, we are talking divine, the highest that there is. Could it? Would it?
Putting it that way, nope. So then, how come it feels that way for many?
Because the divine plan, although written down in your DNA, has not yet been allowed to surface to the top. It is underlying in all, as all, and slowly but surely it is making its way through so that it can be remembered and fulfilled.
No offence to the divine, yet can you explain why the plan was to bring us here on planet Earth in order to change it into a much higher vibration, and yet put a clause in that when we arrive, we're to forget why we came? I mean, you know, one could say the divine had a few too many sherries with the vicar at that marker. And before anyone is offended, I know the divine is allowing me to put this in this light-hearted banter in order to get the message across.
If one arrived in one's fullness of self, fullness of love itself, and simply got to work on this divine plan, loved all, was love in all movement, to all that is, the ways of the conscious mind that had created that which is not considered all-loving, and yet it is, just another aspect, experience, level, vibration of love, would not work through the grades of understanding the meanings of why one went down that road in the first place. When the plan was put into place, light beings entered the planet Earth via different avenues, not just a human birth, yet via ships from within the sea, within the mountains, and of course from other planetary star systems, and the like.
The like being loosely termed.
As these lighter beings began earthing the higher dimensional light love and anchoring it into the system, it sparked off a recognition, a knowing within those humans already here, doing what they came to do. An example, walking down the long and winding road in the wrong direction, perhaps. You must also, if you want to understand all that we are saying, accept that everything has reason. This recognition is the backbone of the plan, the key, the buzzer.
I know you're looking for the correct word. All I can think of is the signal.
The signal will do perfectly. The signal that the change was about to begin. The turnaround was starting.
I know you can't give an answer, yet I'll ask anyway. When did this plan get devised? Oh, I just got your answer through. Holy moly, back on the merry-go-round, and I'm so very dizzy already.
The answer, of course, from the beginning.
Yet you said when the plan was put into place.
We did. And did we not say in our last communication, everything is all going on at once?
And did I not say, time for a cuppa?
We must have missed that.
Sorry, I'll say it more clearly. Time for a cuppa. Phew, brain duly fried. Thanks, oh mind-blowers. Perhaps we should change your name from the Federation of Light to the Mind-Blowers. Very catchy. What do you think?
We think we love your humor. Yet we are the Federation of Light.
And you always will be. In love and thanks, my friends.